We're here at Arcaro Genell, outside the Bocce courts, and we're talking Crestwood Girls Soccer. Taylor Tomalinas is with us, and Taylor, let's talk a little bit about your season. Pretty successful so far.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty successful.
What's going on with the girls? Let's talk about the team and some wins that you got.
Yeah, we had a lot of wins. We just recently had a win against North Pocono. It was 6-0, and we worked really well together. We had a couple bumps in the road with Abington and Dallas, but nothing too major. We could definitely step it up the next couple of games. And
talk about what you learn about the losses, things that you say, okay, I'm sure Coach Kyle will say, these are things we need to do better on.
We definitely learned, I think, from the losses to work better together, to kind of talk more, and we kind of just picked up a few things that we really weren't doing in certain games. Like, we picked up our passing, we obviously picked up our talking, and I think that we just learned to mesh well together.
Right mid, so let's talk about some of the athletes that are around you there and playing with you and how you're gelling.
We gel really nice. We have a lot of people, like, great individual skills, and we have a lot of simple players on the team, and I think that just contributes perfectly because we kind of have a balance.
You like to do some track and some lacrosse, able to pull that off in the same season? Is that easy, or you do some travel lacrosse?
Not easy at all. I play lacrosse and track for my school, and I mean, Mr. Kyle, he coaches lacrosse too, so he usually works around that, but it wasn't really as easy as I thought it was going to be.
You're also involved with a club at school. Talk about what you're involved with there.
With Interact Club, basically we kind of just do community service. Basically just, it's associated with the Rotary Club too, so we kind of just do stuff like that.
How about your brother? Talk about your relationship with him. He's younger. Does he look up to you?
Yeah, I think he does. I hope so. But he plays soccer as well, so sometimes we'll go out and pass the ball or something, just talk.
How about your folks? Supportive, I'm sure, whether it's athletics or academics. Talk about them being there for you. Both
my parents are very, very supportive, and they've been with me every step of the way, so I can't thank them enough for that.
One a little bigger on the sports than the other?
Yeah, my dad, he's really into soccer and lacrosse, but my mom is just without a doubt always there for me too.
It's awesome to hear. 4.0, so you're a great student. Talk about getting the job done in the classroom.
Yeah, I try.
Well, you more than try. A 4.0 is not easy. Not everybody does it. And you seem like you like history.
Yeah, it's fun. I took AP US History last year, and it was hard, but it was still fun. So
it's the senior season, so you're only a year away from that next step. Is college something you're thinking about? What about a major and a location? Or
I think I maybe wanted to go into pre-med. I'm not really quite sure yet. I don't really have a lot of time to think, but I'm sure I'll make it work. So.
All right. Well, it sounds like you got a bright future, Taylor. Keep up the good work here in soccer season, and best of luck in the spring for your sports.
Thanks so much.
Continue the conversation with the Crestwood Girls Soccer Team. Megan Sinepski is with us, and Megan, let's talk a little bit about your role on the team. What's Coach Kyle expect of you?
Okay, so I'm left back, so basically I could go up and back, but I usually get like the outside wing, but my center backs, Cheyenne Cook and Caitlin Whetstone, always have my back.
And as far as teams you played against this year, a couple losses, but many more wins, so things are going pretty well. What do you think the continuity of the team is right now?
We're really good at just communicating, and even off the field at practices, our coach, he doesn't just tell us what he sees, he lets us communicate to each other what we need on the field.
Great to hear. And you're busy with other sports. You do track and field.
Yeah.
So talk about some events you compete in there.
I do the 800 4x8. Sometimes I do the 400.
So you're a versatile athlete there. Coach must like that. As far as team bonding, some pasta parties, talk about anybody a good cook with that?
Mostly our booster club and our parents do all the pasta parties, but when we go, like, we make posters for each other, put on each other's lockers, and it's just like really good.
Well, you are the youngest. You have twins, a brother and a sister that are 23, so talk about their influence on your life.
My brother and sister have always been really athletic, but they always had perfect grades, so I've always tried to strive to have it like that. And
easy to keep up with them?
I mean, my brother's in law school and my sister's an internal auditor, so.
Oh my gosh. But you have a 4.0, so I guess you're on track, right?
I guess.
Talk about your folks, and I'm sure academics is really emphasized with
Yeah.
the track that they're on, and it sounds like you're on a great track as well. So talk about the, hey, you got to get after those books, or has it just become such a good, habit at this point?
Usually, like with practices, right after I get home from practice or before practice, I do my homework, I study, so then I don't have to worry about it during practice, so I can focus on the sport. And my parents are always making sure I'm in check. And my brother and sister have always given me tips how to keep up with sports and
Math and business, a couple of your favorite subjects?
Yeah.
Is there a favorite teacher, or just something about a certain math that you've had?
I've been liking a lot of algebra, and then at Crestwood there's business law and entrepreneurship, which I've been geared towards.
Alex Morgan, somebody you really look up to, so talk a little
Yeah.
bit about what you think she does on the field that you hope to aspire to do.
She's always out there moving off ball, communicating, doing quick touches, and that's what I strive for.
Well, it sounds like you're working hard in the classroom and off, so keep up the good work. We wish you the best.
Thank you.
Hanna Kresge joins us from the Crestwood Soccer Team. She is a sophomore, and you're playing midfield. Let's talk a little bit about your role on the team and having some success this year, the Lady Comets.
Yeah, my job mainly is to look and read the field, find open gaps, find my players, sometimes set plays, and sometimes getting involved in the attack and taking shots, and other times also making sure I'm recovering back.
Talk about some of the seniors and even juniors that you feel are leaders on the team that are kind of trying to show you the way.
Honestly, the whole team's been great with everything. Every single player is a mentor on that team. So our seniors and juniors both come out of their way and just to show me, just I'm here, very verbally, and nobody ever makes you feel pressured or as though takes you down a notch. Our seniors, honestly, across the board, along with our juniors, just play a great game, and just watching them is really incredible, and to be a part of their team is amazing.
How about Coach Kyle? Let's talk a little bit about his style as a coach. Is he a guy that kind of gets, on you? Is he somebody who kind of roots you on all the time, kind of mild-mannered? Give us a little bit of what he's about.
He's the best cheerleader I think anyone could ever have, to be honest. He's so positive, and he reinforces things in such a positive aspect. I was in awe when I first came in as a freshman. I was like, wow, I don't feel like I could make a mistake. He really stresses trying something new, and if it leads to failure, that's okay, because you improve off of your failures.
Great to hear. How about the track and field? Talk about some events you compete in there.
I did the 100 hurdles, the 200 dash, the 4x1 relay, and the 4x4 relay. So I'm more of a short distance sprinter, so the whole 80-minute game, the endurance is a little bit hard, but no, I make it work.
You got an older brother, a younger sister, so you're somewhere there in the middle. I'm sure you learn a little bit for both, or you're an influence for maybe your younger sister. Talk about your relationship.
Well, my parents always stress the importance of keeping a close-knit family, because at the end that's really all you have. And my brother has showed me so many and taught me so many important lessons in life, even when it comes to soccer and schooling, and learning not to be afraid what anyone thinks, or no matter what happens, just get back up and try it again if you fail. And my sister, I try and teach her the lessons that my brother has taught me over the years. So overall, we just try and work together and work as a team and build each other up and correct each other where there's flaws.
As far as a couple of subjects you really enjoy, biology and chemistry, let's talk about, whether it's a teacher or something that you really enjoy there.
Okay, so Crestwood actually has some amazing teachers. This year in bio I have Mr. Heckman for my second year. He's a great teacher. He's funny, but he gets to the point and teaches. So biology is exciting with him. And then chemistry, I'm a very visual learner, so watching the chemical reactions is pretty exciting. And Mrs. Hoyt, of course, is great, makes every day. She's super energetic, super happy-go-lucky, so it's just fun.
You and your teammates, everybody had a 4.0 we're talking to tonight, which is, outstanding. Talk about just being a serious student. I'm sure at home the folks say, got to get the job done.
Yeah, school definitely before sports, because at the end of the day, you have to rely on your academics. You never know if you're going to have an injury, or you can't just rely on sports. And that's something that our teachers and my parents and everyone stresses. School is definitely a big part of sports.
And as far as down the road, you're just a a sophomore. College is something you're thinking about. You have an idea on a major right now, or?
I want to major in biology, hopefully take up a career as a nurse practitioner, but we'll see where that goes.
Sounds like you got it together.
Trying.
We appreciate your time and continued success on the soccer field and in the classroom.
Thank you.